I was muted the entire time. Okay. I think this is my sign to just stop streaming forever. Hello, Simon Twin, welcome in. You should be able to hear me now. How are we all doing today on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing, be honest. She's Ariel. Anything but having a streaming schedule. Okay. Please stay that way. You want me to stay muted. Okay. Hello, Anemalocaris. Greetings. You can end stream, by the way. Thank you for that wisdom. I don't think I'm gonna end stream. Abdullah, you're doing a 53 out of 10. That's wonderful to hear. Hello, Dev. Hello. Everybody say hi to Dev. He's about to sleep. He's about to sleep. Meow. Meow. Oh no, let's go now, guys. Stream is ruined. We hear her. Alright, bro. Silver Down, you're doing a 10 out of 10. Just finished Season 3, Part 1 from Attack on Titan, so I'm happy, and I'm currently at Episode 7 of Season 3. That is lovely, Silver Down. I'm glad you're doing well. Hello, Meatball Jones. You're doing a 3. I'm sorry to hear that, twin. Allie only lies 9 out of 10 times. Okay. Alright. How are we all doing? 9. I can't wait to watch another pre-recorded stream. Not pre-recorded, by the way. Not pre-recorded. Hello, developer. WDev. Aww. Good night, Devi Webby. Aww. I wonder who gave you this idea. Okay. Hello, Magical Woodlander Twin. How are you doing on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing, be honest. Is anyone else's stream freezing a lot? Is it freezing a lot? What's going on? What's going on? I forgot to hide the... You know what? I'll leave the Kibi up for now. Kibi! You're doing a 5? I suppose it could be worse. I hope that number improves. Hello, Sprout. Not for me either, that's good. Can you guys still hear Kiwi? I can't hear her anymore. I know you're lying to me, by the way. I know you're lying to me. Do you think I'm gullible? Do you think I'm gullible, perchance? Good night, Dev. Sleep well. I don't know why I'm tired today. I felt pretty burnt out. 3 out of 10. I just woke up 20 minutes ago and still hella sleepy. I'm sorry to hear that, twin. Stick. I hope that number improves. You should play Final Fantasy XIV. Why is it here? Why is the creature here? Oh! I love you too, Dev. Thank you. Good night, Dev. Good night. Kira says stop flirting, please. Oh my. Hello, guys. Kiwi, where my green things? I want them. What does that mean? Green things? Are you talking about the icon from Twitch subs? The Kiwi? Gulp? Unmod me. Hey, what's that in the bottom left? Yeah, wait. What is that in the bottom left? Wait, this cool looking counter? Retro, thank you for unfollowing me and refollowing me, twin. I appreciate it. What is this? What is this? What is this counter down here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Whoa, a lot just happened at once. Ali, thank you for unfollowing and refollowing. Okay. This is the counter. See, this is the total. This is how much I need to go to Germany to meet Dev. This is where we're at. And when you donate on Buy Me a Coffee or Twitch, then ideally it's gonna go up. And it shows us how close we are to the goal. Everybody say thank you, Retro, because he coded that. That's right, my son made it all by himself. He's so smart. Isn't it cool? Wait, is YouTube chat plugged in now? It's combined. It's combined. Ew, E-daters, okay. Actually, honestly, closer to a 4 out of 10 because my girlfriend did actually respond, but it basically comes down to, I need a little bit more time, please understand. That's true, that is better than nothing. But again, in my opinion, needing space only goes so far. Needing space only goes so far. Like, at what point do you draw the line? That's the question that I'm asking. Oh, that's the question that I'm asking. Because what if I just said I needed space and then I didn't talk to Dev for a month? That's way too long, right? So where do you draw the line? And in my opinion, I feel like that line should be 1 or 2 days maximum. Because beyond that point, what are you accomplishing other than just avoiding the issue, right? Unironically, I found your ranking gooning techniques video in the wild. That's good. How'd you like it, Twin? How'd you like it? Your stream layout is looking more and more like mine by the day. Please implement the stretched webcam on the side next. I'll consider it. I'll consider it if I can figure out how to. Y'all better thank me. Yeah, W Retro. Dev helped as well. W Retro. Thank you, Retro. Who gave birth, bro? Who gave birth? What are we talking about? What does it even mean to need space? Because some people say it to break up or a genuine break. I find it confusing. So, Ali, that's a really good question. What does I need space mean? So, in the sense that I'm using it right now, I mean it as 2 people in a committed relationship have had a disagreement or a conflict, and one or more of them wants to distance themselves to have time to process. To have time to process. So, to need space, in the sense that I'm using it. Oh, also an announcement. After the monstrosity that was the previous stream, I increased the minimum for text-to-speech to 15. Jace, I'll read it for you. I'm giving birth, ha 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 ha, owie, I gave birth, she is a horrible daughter. Okay. Thank you, Jace, for the 10-day Forbes, Twin. What was I saying? So, in the sense that I'm using it, it is more like...
I'm giving birth. I gave birth. She is a horrible daughter.
She had to come back for seconds. Jace, thank you for the 15 Forbes, Twin, I appreciate it. What do you mean how to? Just shift-click when resizing it. Really? Really? So, Ali, I would say it's I can't speak. Distancing yourself from a person, whether that be your significant other or a friend. In this context, we're talking about a significant other. Distancing yourself to give yourself time to process, maybe take a break if it's really stressful. And ideally, you are supposed to process, get over the stress, let the heightened emotions boil over, and then return. The thing that I'm bouncing around my noodle is, when do you return? Because at a certain point, it's too far. If you're ghosting your significant other for 2 weeks, calling it, I need a break, in my opinion, that's just harmful. Do you really need 2 whole weeks of no contact? That doesn't seem very healthy. Openness is very important in a relationship. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking a break, especially if things are getting aggressive, if 2 people are insulting each other, if the conflict is getting unproductive. Then a break could benefit you, potentially. It could allow emotions to calm down, subside. But again, I think it reaches a point where it's too much of a break. At a certain point, you have to return to that person if you love them and you're devoted to them and you want this to work out. You gotta return to them and you gotta actually face the problem. I just bought like 4 games, including Deltarune. That's cool, Jace. And she has that one disorder where she most of the time cannot place her emotions, just that they're negative or positive, and she needs extra time to process them. Very real, Meatball Jones. I forget what that's called. It's like a really cool word as well. But it's common with autism. I have a bit of it as well. I'm not sure if it's diagnosable, but I certainly struggle to identify my emotions. So that's very real. Autistic people often need more time to process their emotions. Hello, Netaleaf T-Twin. That NASA Artemis 2 icon is so aura. Hello, Nettle. Hello, Mist. How are you doing, Twin? Hello, just got on. Doing an 8 out of 10. Wonderful. Was overstaffed today, so I chilled. That's awesome to hear, Twin. That's awesome. Good to see you, Mist. Wait, did you and Dev break up? What? Why would you say such a thing? No, we did not. I learned how to be an adult from these streams. I'm so sorry. Who hurt you, Kiwi? No one. Want me to say that? It's because I was being a bit of a heavy emotional weight on her, and it was too much emotional pressure for her for the time being. That makes sense. I get needing to put boundaries in place if somebody in a relationship is dumping all of their issues and their emotional problems onto the other person, because that's not right. Of course, two people in a healthy, committed relationship that are devoted to each other should comfort each other. They should be there for the other to some extent. But they shouldn't be a therapist. They shouldn't be doing all the work. Oh, it's called alexithymia. That's such a cool word. I think you're right, Twin. That sounds really familiar. Such a cool word. But anyway, I can barely not talk to my homegirl for 4 days, let alone partner. Yeah, no, exactly.
Can we get W's for retro on making the fire counter?
Hell yeah, Mist. Thank you so much for the 1,000 Florps, Twin. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. W retro. Thank you so much, Mist. W Mist. Can I get a W Mist in the chat, please?
L retro.
L retro. Okay, Jace. Thank you for the 15k Florps, Twin. But it's sort of a check-in. It's only been 2 days, just to clarify, and she did contact me, just not a lot, but sort of a check-in.
W missed.
W missed. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate it, Twin. How common do you think these breaks should be? It depends. It really depends. I think breaks, not from the relationship, but like taking a break from a discussion can be beneficial, like I said before, if it gets offensive, if it gets unproductive, if people start name-calling, then I think it's good to take a break from a conversation, but that doesn't mean that you should just pack up your shit and move to another state and never speak to them for a month. Like, it's all in moderation. Nobody hurt me. Wait, why are you saying that? Nobody hurt me. What? No, why are you saying who hurt you? Nothing hurt me. It's because I was... Oh, wait. Just kidding, I read the same message twice. My apologies. Oh yeah, she's autistic. I'm gonna give you advice and say even if you weren't necessarily in the wrong, sometimes apologizing for nothing is the best way to keep good relations. I believe they did, Retro. I believe they did.
Kiwi, am forcing you to make this decision. Do I play Deltarune, Spider-Man, or Henry Stickmin?
Deltarune. Deltarune. Thank you for the Florps, Twin. I appreciate it. W. Jace. Yeah. So, autistic people oftentimes struggle more with identifying their emotions, so that makes perfect sense. That is true. I mean, many people don't because of their ego. They don't apologize. I mean, there isn't a good reason not to do it. I did, and sometimes still do, not apologize for things, and it just makes it even worse than just letting go, especially if it's a small thing. I agree to some extent. See, I used to have this problem where I was so worried about morality and what is right and wrong that I couldn't comprehend just comforting someone. Even if they're not completely right, even if they're just speaking emotionally, they're speaking from a place of hurt and fear, and their statements aren't going to be 100% accurate, I needed to learn how to put it aside, kind of silence the part of me that needs everything to be perfectly correct. Well, what do you mean you're getting upset about this? Well, that technically didn't happen, and I pick it apart like a game of chess. And I needed to learn how to just be more lax, like be more laid back. It's not that deep. When somebody else is in an emotional crisis, I've learned it's not beneficial to pick apart their statements with a fine-tooth comb and find anything to prove them wrong on. Riley, how are you doing, Twin? Thank you for unfollowing me and refollowing. So, one thing that I've learned how to do is, it's okay if somebody says things that are a bit maybe untrue, maybe they're speaking emotionally.
Sorry, I've decided to play Deltarune
Henry
on stream,
Stickmin.
so pick again.
Play the Henry one. Thank you for the Florps, Twin. So yeah, I have been trying to work on ignoring the part of my brain that needs everything to be correct. Jace, thank you for unfollowing and refollowing. And focusing on being a comforting person. Being supportive and reassuring and warm. Because that's oftentimes what people need, especially when you're dealing with autistic people, once again, because autistic people are prone to perseverating, to getting really hyperfixated on this issue that may bother them. And if you try and argue with an autistic person that's perseverating, that's just going to make it infinitely worse. When you're, even this goes for everyone, if you're really fixated on a problem, and it's hurting you really badly, and you're just spiraling, and somebody comes up to you and goes, well, actually, this part isn't true because blah, 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 and they try to argue with you, that's just gonna make you feel worse, and you're gonna latch on harder.
Hey, what's the keybind for full screen?
Isn't it like F11 or F1? Yo, chat, somebody tell me. Thank you for the Florps twin. I have no idea. I'm not good with computers. But yeah. So I'm trying to learn how to be more warm. I'm gonna use 1k Steam points to buy a tongue emote.
I'm glad you liked my comment on the most recent video, the joke Linux command. I did follow it up with actual Z80 assembly code, but YouTube yonked it. I think it scared an AI or something.
Oh my goodness gracious. Z80 assembly code? It all sounds like enchantment table language to me. Yo, Michelle, thank you so much for the 100 Florps twin. I appreciate it. W, Michelle. Hello, Amr. What's going on with the unfollow follows? That's just what they do. They're silly like that. It makes them giggle and kick their feet. OMG, there's a word for that? For what? Meow. I apologize so much I get told to stop apologizing. I always apologize sincerely, even if it's very minor. I've had people think it's weird because I will sound like I sincerely hurt someone when I made a small mistake in a game, but I do it because I really care. That's kind of you. That's kind. I just got passed by a Mustang going well past 90 miles per hour with the ugliest sounding muffler ever. What's a muffler? Thank you, Castanetero, for unfollowing and refollowing. I appreciate it. I always try to be rational, warm, and empathetic, but people usually don't take me seriously. Really? Unless you get loud and angry. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. That's why I've tried to locate people, keep people in my life who bring me up. If somebody is in my life and they're bringing me down, they're gone. I just ate and my throat is like attacking me. I genuinely think I have allergies, like there's dust in my room or something. Because every time I step foot in here, I have to sneeze. In here specifically. Okay. Streamer Jace. See, and like I'm sniffing. I don't think the bits are being counted. Really? Really, what went awry? Wait, I'm curious. How do you think being autistic/neurodivergent affects the way you interact with conflict? Ooh, that's such a huge question. F11, F11. Thank you, Mist. Thank you, Mystical. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Oh my goodness. This is the curse of having allergens in my room and eating right before stream. Okay. Ali just asked a huge question. Wait, I'm curious. How do you think being autistic/neurodivergent affects the way you interact with conflict? This is so big. Okay, so I'm gonna be on this topic for a while, guys. How do you guys approach conflict resolution when it comes to, I'm gonna say being autistic, because a lot of us in here are autistic, or just like being neurodivergent in general, because that can often bring difficulties regarding conflict resolution. Goodbye, Amr. Good night. Sneeze curse on your recording setup, I see. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Perseverating, you said it was? Yes. I really do it a lot, and it always hurts my relations because with people I get fixated and angry over the smallest things just because my brain won't let it go. Yep, that is called perseveration. The rare eat before stream? Exactly. Must say, that Catboy Devimo is hella aura. Yeah, every time I step in your room, I get allergies too. Excuse me? Does the counter count the amount the donors pay or the amount you receive? The amount I receive. So, bits, I found out I actually get 100% of bits because Twitch takes its cut up front. Subs, I get 50% of, so each sub is $2.5. Buy me a coffee, each one is $3, and buy me a coffee takes 5%, so that's what, like $2.85 for me? Although apparently the bits aren't working, so we're gonna troubleshoot after stream. What order are they reading the messages? Because it seems back and forth a lot. Oh, that's my mistake. I'm all over the place. Not respecting certain boundaries, venting off trauma, dumping too much, making some edgy jokes. Oh, are we talking about someone in particular? Kiwi reads chat very unpredictably, so you just gotta wait, TBH. Exactly. I'm not autistic, just curious. Conflict resolution depends on context. I agree. But I also think there are some truths that apply in a general sense to a lot of people. I'm never going to use the term everybody or always, but there is a general trend, I believe, and I'm going to speak on it. Hello, Racco. Welcome in, twin. It's good to see you. We are talking about conflict resolution. Specifically, Ali asked a wonderful question of, how do you think being neurodivergent would impact conflict resolution? Hello, Sweetie Pepper. I recommend an air purifier. I have one. It's just really cheap and really small. But like, can you hear it? Listen. It goes. I just don't use it while I'm streaming because it's loud. Anyway, so first up, how can being autistic, which Kira, yes, you are autistic. How can being autistic or neurodivergent, but I'm speaking on autism because that's what I'm familiar with, impact your conflict resolution skills? First up, the thing that I already said, perseveration. Oftentimes, and this can become really tricky when you have two autistic people in a conflict, autistic people are prone to perseveration, which means they're focused on the problem, it bothers them, they can't stop perseverating, spiraling, thinking about it, it needs to be rectified, like, just saying sorry doesn't fix it, you're just still fixated on it, it's not going away. And if left unmanaged, that can cause an unnecessary conflict. I mean, let's make a really simplified and watered down version. Imagine two people are in a somewhat conflict.
Perseverate these nuts.
Wow.
Sorry, you can continue.
Thank you, Jace. I appreciate the 15K Florps twin. Very profound. Imagine two people are in a conflict, okay? Something goes wrong. Let's say person A does something that person B doesn't really like. So person A will say, oh, I'm sorry I did this. But person B is perseverating. They're like, but it really hurt me and you hurt my feelings and you did this and it was wrong and why did you do that? Can you explain to me why would you do that? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I know, I already said it was wrong. I already apologized. But you hurt my feelings and why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do you hate me? Do you not love me? Why would you do that? And they're spiraling and they're perseverating. And by this point, sometimes it can turn into more of an argument than it needed to be. Because person A is now starting to get tired. Like, what? I already apologized. I am trying to rectify the situation. And they're still cycling, they're still spiraling. So this is why I think it's really important to both be aware if your partner is prone to perseveration, and be aware if you are prone to perseveration. And work on... I just saw Phoenix message and I got so happy because Phoenix is my twin and then I lost my train of thought. It's important to work on managing your own perseveration, and work on being patient if your partner is prone to perseveration. I think a big thing is related to what you talked about the other day of autistic people getting stressed by expectations. Same type of people would be stressed meeting the expectations their partner holds of them, while also what is bothering them. Can you elaborate on that, Casanetero? I'm not... would love to listen to your take on it. I deal with it frequently at my job. Perseveration mist? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not kidding, I've encountered perseveration over chickens in Minecraft, and it was a really drawn out and stupid argument. Oh my goodness gracious. Perseverating? I'm really happy you're doing this stream topic because I've been having a lot of issues on my side of my relationship. Don't say who it is because I don't want... Oh, okay. Got it, Phoenix. My twin is here? Yeah, I love talking about autism. I love talking about relationships. So this is a joyful topic for me. It's also something that I've done a lot of research on. I'm no professional, but I am autistic. And I can give you my opinion, and I can give you what I think. And maybe you'll find one or two tidbits of information that you resonate with. I think both me and my partner are prone to perseverating, you mean? Guys, if you want to donate, use subs or buy me a coffee. Bits don't quite work yet. Alright. Banui's awake. Be warned. Beware. First-hand account? Yeah. Okay, so, W Banui. Hello, Bodhi. This guy's a mod, by the way. Hold up, I gotta mod you. /mod. Bodhi. Did I do it?
Wait, Florps aren't working.
Hi, Jace. They're working. It just doesn't go toward the counter. Apparently it's not working yet. Thank you for the 15 Florps, twin. Also, if I can, I'll try and just like see how much I earned from Florps on this day, and I'll manually add it. Okay, so. Oh yeah, where was I? Hello, Simon. Hello, YouTube chat. Why is text-to-speech so quiet now? Because it was blasting my eardrums. I've been having struggles about what I want in life, to the point where I'm starting to drift emotionally from my partner, but I have no idea if this is a mental episode or if it's set in stone. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you mean because I'm not inside of your brain, but I'm going to say something that might be slightly related to what you're talking about, Phoenix. So one thing that I've noticed is if I put 100% of myself into a relationship and I start to forget about my hobbies and I feel like I need to be 100% devoted, 100% present all the time in this relationship, and I start to lose sight of my individuality, that actually makes me resent the relationship. I need some degree of independence. I need my partner to support my independence. And if I can't have that, it makes me start to resent the relationship and want out because I feel trapped. I can't be myself. I can't be autonomous. I have to be 100% devoted to this relationship. I have to be present at all times. I'm starting to drift away from the things that used to make me happy, the things that make me an autonomous human being, my hobbies, my identity. I need to be supported in my hobbies and be engaging in these things, and I need to have some degree of autonomy even when I'm in a relationship in order to stay more connected. Because ironically enough, if I spend a ton of time with my partner and I'm 100% devoted to them, it makes me start to drift emotionally, like you said. Another thing related to conflict in general and like breaking up, the decision of to stay or not to stay in a relationship that is very crucial is talking about it. I watched a video from this one therapist guy on YouTube. It was the perspective of a cheater. And he talked about something that I think can be applied to all problems, not just cheating. What he was talking about is speak about things. If you're upset about something, don't keep it hidden down inside and let it build and grow resentment and get angry and have these negative thoughts in your brain but not share it with your partner. If something is bothering you, tell them. Be open. It's better to have a hard conversation and to be open with your partner than to keep it inside, build resentment, eventually be faced with, gosh, this is so miserable. Should I just break up with them? Like, this is terrible. It's better to go through hard conversations. If they can't handle that hard conversation, then maybe it's just not meant to be. If you try to be open with them in a respectful way and tell them, hey, this is just really not working for me. Can we try and find a compromise here? And they don't take it well and they freak out or they don't respect your needs, maybe that's an indication that a breakup could be possible. But if you open up to them and they're receptive and they're kind and they try to keep your needs in mind and your desires in mind, that could lead to more harmony down the road. I really value going through hard conversations and making it known when something is bothering you, because that's the best way to keep issues from eating your relationship. If you keep the issues inside, they're going to lead to more conflict. And the thing that the guy in the video was talking about is if there's something that's really bothering you and you keep it to yourself and you're, building resentment, this is so annoying, that makes you more prone to cheating. From his perspective, it was an actual ex-cheater. And he said that keeping these issues inside is going to build resentment. And the best way to ward off cheating or just like huge catastrophic explosions of emotion in general is to be completely open as you go along. Don't let an issue build so much. As soon as you notice something, hey, I don't really like this, you tell them. Because one of the most beneficial things that you can do in a relationship is cultivate an environment where both parties feel comfortable expressing when something is wrong. Not in an aggressive way, not like you did this wrong, blah 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 blah. But in a calm and respectful way. Reading chat. Thank you, Racco, for complimenting my hair. I appreciate it. I really need help because whenever I think / talk about it, I'm just so unsure. I get that, Phoenix. I get that. Again, I don't understand your situation. There's so much nuance that I can't possibly know from a couple messages. But I think that being open is always a good thing. Talking to your significant other, talking it out. Being open with your feelings, because again, going through a rough conversation, if you truly love this person and want to make things work, going through a rough conversation and enduring that difficult emotion is so much better than just keeping it hidden and being fearful of the discussion and letting it build and build. Text-to-speech nerfed. Like they want to please their partner and do their responsibility in the relationship, but also wanting to resolve the issue that is bothering them. The issue is trying to find a way to fulfill their meet their partner's needs and their own. Their own need and the need to help their partner are conflicting. Oh, Casanetero, that's a very big issue as well. Like compromise versus change. I also watched a video the other day which talked about how people are quite flexible, quite malleable. I mean, our brains are always changing. And so I think that compromise is crucial in a relationship, but I also think that sometimes people are prone to thinking that they're much more static than they are. Again, I'm not saying this as a fact. I saw this in a video from Healthy Gamer the other day, who is a professional, and I really resonated with it. He talked about how people think that they're much more static than they are, basically. When two people in a relationship disagree, they can find a compromise, that's good. But there's also the idea that these people are prone to changing over time. The example he used was if one person loves travel and the other person hates travel, you could say, okay, we're gonna travel only a little bit, so now both people are unhappy. This person wants to travel and they're not traveling enough. This person doesn't want to travel and they're having to travel. And I don't really like how hard he took a stance against compromise. I think compromise is really good. But I also liked his point that people are malleable and they can change over time. And in his example, he said that, I forgot which person I used, but this person, whoever that was, could learn to like traveling more. And this person could learn to just not need to travel as much. Like, needs, interests, they can change, they can shape over time. Does that make sense? So, like, compromise is really good, and we change as people. And I think just remembering that we're not completely static and we're never going to change is very nice. Meow. Oh my god, thank you so much, Benui. 5 cold brew. Nah, this Benui is too kind. Oh, sorry. I mean, not thank you. W Benui right now. W Benui. What did you say? Let me see. Hey guys, streamer knows how to speak. Also, I love Jace. Aww. Thank you, Abodi, for the follow, twin. W Benui. Wow, Kiwi, you were well spoken on that answer. Thank you, twin. Hey cuties, I wanted to gift subs, but streamer is too locked in. I don't want to interrupt her. I think it's essential that if you enter a relationship, you need to be yourself, because the point of a relationship is your happiness. Yep. That's why space is so scary to me, because it feels like they don't want to talk. When I just want to talk it out. I get it. Thank you, Kiwi. Of course, Phoenix. Thank you for asking that question. Genuinely, I love questions. If any of you have a question to ask, please give it to me. That happened with my last relationship. Very well spoken, streamer. 100% agreed. Thank you, Benui. I appreciate. Oh, I mean, W Benui. W. If there's a problem between you and your partner, it won't get better without both of you working together. You can't work together if you don't talk about it. Exactly. The perseverating I deal with is when something unpredictable happens at my job. Now I'm trying to figure out this mountain of a problem because of storage issues and or lack of labor while also doing my routine. I can't do my routine because the only thing on my mind is the problem. I get it, Mist. I get it. I have recently come to realize that I'm a very sensitive person. This, combined with my family's less than healthy communication style, has made me really conflict avoidant. It's really hard for me to share difficult/uncomfortable feelings. I've struggled with the same thing, Sweetie Pepper. I'm slowly learning to share those hard feelings, calmly and respectfully. Always brings us closer rather than drive us apart. Based. When do you think issues need space versus need a breakup? That's a really good question. Let me catch up on chat, but I'm going to pin that so I don't forget about it. When do you think it needs space versus... Basically, when do you think it's time to break up? I think it's very cool that people from all over the world watch your streams at the same time. Me too. When do you think she'll manage to catch up on chat? Oh, goodness gracious. W Benui. Can you put up the dev esoteric image? I don't have it. Conflict resolution, on the other hand, asking questions in a non-antagonistic way usually helps guiding not only myself, but the other person as well. True. I'm reading. Not gonna lie, I ask for space whenever I'm too scared to talk out my feelings, so I use it to run away. It's very wise of you to acknowledge that. As with many things in psychology, the first step is to acknowledge it. The first step is to become aware of it. So the first step to learning how to open up rather than run away is to identify when you're doing it. I am very conflict avoidant, so I just dump it out, but apologize constantly when I do it. Conflicted avoidant, so I just dump it out, but apologize. So you do express yourself, but you just apologize profusely? Okay, the question. When do you think issues need space versus a breakup? So I'm going to answer the question of, when do you think it's time to hang up the jersey and break up? One thing that I think is the most important factor in a relationship, and according to my AP Psych teacher from high school, is the #1 determiner of whether or not a couple is going to get a divorce, is conflict resolution skills. I believe. Oh my goodness! W. Benui. Guess who didn't accidentally thank Benui this time? That's right. That's right, I remembered. W. Benui in the chat immediately. 6 gifted. This Benui is too generous. Holy W. Holy W. That's my goat right there. W. And I didn't accidentally thank him. Let's go. What was I saying? So, what I think is really important, what I think is really important is conflict resolution. I have the belief that if you find someone that makes you happy, they add to your life, they lift you up, you think that you would enjoy spending the rest of your life with them, you're devoted to them, you guys love each other, it's healthy, nobody is abusing the other, then I think the best stance to have is to be determined, to be focused on working together and improving. Because nobody is ever going to be perfect. You're never going to have a perfect relationship, ever. I think it's valuable to find somebody who you're happy with, who you love, who you would like to spend the rest of your life with. And, side note, I think there's a disgusting trend that is perpetuated by dating apps of trying to find the hottest person. Like, this is a bit unfair of me to say because I happen to find the hottest person, but like, in a general sense, people nowadays seem to be so obsessed with finding the best person, the nicest person, usually it's the most attractive person if you're looking within a certain demographic. Wow, Kiwi, your words are very inspiring. Thank you, Racco, I appreciate it. I have the belief that too many people nowadays are obsessed with finding the perfect person. They gotta be so intelligent, so kind, so smart. They gotta be my other half, you know, because I don't feel comfortable with myself. I don't think I'm a full, autonomous, wonderful person. I don't love myself enough, but I'm gonna push that down and just try and seek it out in another person. Instead of doing the work on myself, I need to go and find my other half. I need them to be so good that they fix my life for me. They make my life better. I think there's too much of an obsession with finding the perfect person. People live life headbutting walls and think they're fixing their brains. True. There was that one alpha male podcaster that recommended headbutting a wall a bunch of times because it's going to strengthen your skull. That's pretty good advice. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm kidding. What determines perfect from your perspective? I think that loving someone makes them perfect. For example, I think my boyfriend is the most beautiful human in the world. But if I were to ask a random person on the street, they would not agree. They would not say, yes, this is the most beautiful person in the world. This is the most attractive person in the world. But I think he is. And I think that's because I love him. And the more that I love him and the closer that I get to him, the more perfect I see him as. Like, I'm not saying that he doesn't have flaws. I'm saying that he's perfect to me. Even with his flaws. It all encapsulates perfection. Again, that's not to say that he's free from flaws. It's to say that I love him just the way he is. So, in my opinion, perfection comes when you love someone. Sometimes I have the issue of measuring whether I'm chasing perfection or if the problem is actually big and detrimental. Could you elaborate on that, Erin? What was I just talking about? Thank you for covering this topic. This is kind of a detour from the relationship thing, but the stuff you're talking about, honestly, to people has made me realize I really need to talk to my dad and my family about facial feminization surgery. It's something I really want to pursue, but a mix of feeling stuck in my transition and the medical costs have been making me feel really unhappy, so this is something I really need to address with them. Good luck with that, twin. I hope everything works out. And of course, you do not have to thank me. I love talking about this stuff. So, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about when to break up. So, I think people are too obsessed with finding the perfect person. I think more people need to accept that nobody is perfect. Thank you for the follow, Dreg. I think that once you find someone that makes you happy, that you would like to spend the rest of your life with, then the best course of action is to devote yourself to that relationship. Be very passionate about conflict resolution and about improving. Don't run away. You're going to have conflicts in a relationship. That doesn't mean you should break up. I think you should break up if somebody is abusing the other. If somebody cheats. But if you have a fight, like one disagreement, that should not lead to a breakup. If you have, let's say, like the example from today, if one of you likes space and the other likes to be very close and very comforted during conflict, that is not a reason to break up. I mean, you could, some couples do, but that's not a reason to break up. I would see that and say, okay, how can we compromise? How can we compromise, and how can we get this person more comfortable with not having space and instead facing the problem? And how can we get this person more comfortable with having space and being okay being by themselves for a bit if the other person needs time to process? Let's get them better at self-soothing as well. So you can compromise and their needs can change over time. And I think a lot of these types of issues also come from childhood, also come from your attachment style, like avoidant attachment, etc. And those are things that can also be resolved over time. Or lessened. La 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 la. Hammer your jaw to adjust it for maximum mogging. Yes. Our flaws make us us. If we didn't have flaws, we wouldn't be human. Exactly. You love someone for their perfections and flaws. A lot of the time, it's the flaws that really elevates a person. I agree. Who is that on your t-shirt? I have no idea. I thrifted this shirt. Don't know who it is. If they make the smallest of mistakes, ghost them immediately. Okay. Does there need to be an event and not just a flaw? What do you mean, Mystical? Okay, I generally don't ask for advice from people on the internet, but I'm really into a girl who I've learned is interested but won't commit due to me being a different race. Parents have a same race preference. Okay, this is my opinion, but if it's just the parents, why is she acting on it? Does she feel pressure? Does she want to be with you but she's feeling pressure? Also, in the Big 26, same race preference? In the year of our Lord and Savior 2026. This girl's family just set us back like 100 years in terms of racism. What's happening? What is happening? My opinion, kill the parents immediately. Oh my gosh. So, what advice are you asking for, Twin? I guess that really depends. If the girl believes it, if she also doesn't want to commit because you're a different race, then I would say ditch her immediately, run in the other direction. But if she wants to commit and she's just scared because of her parents and you guys genuinely are interested in each other, then I would say not wanting a different race couple is fucking stupid. And I don't think that's something that should be respected. Again, I'm not one to say, like, be rude to your parents, don't care about what they say, but that's fucking stupid. Thank you for the follow, Amos. Yeah, like, generally speaking, if they are kind and supportive and not abusive, respecting your parents is good. But when what they're trying to assert is you're not allowed to date a different race, I think it's about time that we wipe our ass with that statement. My mind is blown. In the Big 26. What's your opinion on long-distance relationships? Online, I mean. Fancy, good question. My opinion is that it requires a lot of devotion because it's much harder than being in person. Much harder. You don't get the physical aspect, which a lot of people prioritize in a relationship. You truly have to love a person and be devoted to date online for a long time, not get physical access to them at all. And it can also be a struggle if you're in different time zones. For example, me and Dev, almost 6 months together, across the globe. He's in Tunisia. So, it's night for him when it's day for me. It takes a lot of devotion. I think a lot of people use the metaphor of a puzzle piece for their other half, but I think it's also applicable for the argument of imperfection because puzzle pieces never fit together 100% perfectly. They fit, but there's wiggle room for how much they fit. Yeah. Yeah. Different races, crazy! My best friend and his girlfriend took a break from one another like a few days because they realized they were too clingy on each other and pushing each other's boundaries, and now they're genuinely one of the healthiest relationships I've ever seen. Interesting. It's not like her parents are racist, it's more like she wants to please her family and wants them to be very satisfied. It's not like her parents are racist, they just don't want her dating any race that's not her race, you know? Like we only want her dating this singular race. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure that's, like, objectively racist. It's not like they're racist, but they're racist, you know? The problem for me is that I haven't entered a relationship because I'm chasing perfection in myself before entering a relationship. But the thing is that no one is perfect, and I know that it's just because I know my flaws, I don't want my future partner to suffer from me. Not to say that I'm a bad person, but for example, when I get angry, I say things that I know aren't true, but I know they will make the other person very angry. I try to stop that by being less angry, and I improved a lot, but not enough. Not enough. That's good about you. That's really good. I respect bettering yourself while you're single so that you can be a better partner once you finally find someone. I also think that bettering yourself is the best way to get a partner. By far. I think the biggest curse of today's society is being so obsessed with other people. Having your mind focused on the external. We're looking at dating apps, we're looking at other people, we're thinking, oh, I want her so bad, blah, 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 when will I get a girlfriend, etc. I think the best way to get a significant other, if you want one, is to focus on yourself, do things that make you happy, get out there, talk to people, and improve yourself. Meow! 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 Is it wrong to have, like, a race, height, religious, ethnic preference? I don't know, chat, what do we think? Well, religious preference, I'm pretty sure that's not wrong at all, because some religions encourage being with somebody who is the same religion, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like the religious part of that statement kind of doesn't fit, because it makes sense. Some religions encourage you to be with someone who shares the same faith, but the race, height, ethnic preference? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm biased. When a man says, oh yeah, my type is insert race here, I like wrinkle my face in disgust. But maybe that's not because of their statement, maybe that's because men. I only date 100-meter dashes. I hate marathons. I did? I missed a meow? Wait, did I, Banui? No. Oh my goodness gracious. Banui bought 3 cold brew. Perfect person doesn't exist, because perfect is different for everybody else. The more you love someone, the more perfect they become. That's so true, Banui, that's so true. That's what I'm saying. The more perfect they become in your eyes, and the more y'all talk about problems that you face in your relationship, the more your relationship strengthens. Exactly. Perfect is the person that you literally decor yourself to and dedicate your whole life to. The only reason Banui broke up was because we couldn't compromise. Anyway, everyone is amazing in their own way. I'm just yapping at this point. Mwah. Banui, W. I'm not going to thank you because I remember. Banui with the 3 cold brews. That's my go right there. Such wisdom, by the way, such wisdom. I don't believe in true love or the perfect partner. Agreed. The version of my partner I fell in love with when we first met would not be compatible with the person I am today, and vice versa. What made our relationship work is being able to grow with each other. Exactly. For us, it looked like learning healthy conflict resolution, being able to share hard truths in an objective, calm, and respectful manner. It's essential in any relationship. Very much agree. Like I said before, people today are too obsessed with, I gotta find the perfect partner, I gotta find my other half. You gotta find someone to make you happy. Like, it's not that deep. Meow! Meow! Crazy first message. Yeah, what are we saying, bro? What are we saying? If she's putting her parents' opinions over you even before you get into a relationship and it's based on racial preferences, you gotta just leave that one, I'ma be real. That's high-key true. Well, again, like, maybe if she feels pressured and she doesn't agree with it, then, like, maybe there's room to work it out. But me personally, I would not engage. That's my personal opinion. I would not engage. Her parents are racist. And even if she doesn't agree with it, she's still holding their racist opinion above you. So I would run away. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. I would leave so fucking fast. I would rather not deal with racist parents. Even if you somehow manage to get together, the parents are still looming there. Also, to continue on my puzzle piece statement, when puzzle pieces fit together, they can subtly reshape each other the longer they're together. Ooh. Minor racism is still racism. Exactly. Exactly. I think people have a lot of free time to the point where their brain is farting instead of thinking. So profound. I've been in an exclusively long-distance relationship, and they can be rough because you want to be with someone so bad and you can't. Yeah, I get it. I get it, twin. Self-maxing is the best maxing. Exactly. Race is wrong, and height is really up to you. Is that so? See, I'm autistic. I don't know. My type is Dev, and I find it weird when somebody has a type that's a race. But that could just be me. I don't know if that's offensive or anything, because I'm autistic and I really struggle with understanding this stuff. But again, to me, it puts a sour flavor in my mouth. It's weird to me. It's really weird. Especially, oh my gosh, I've heard, I was gonna say men. They're not men, they're boys. I've heard boys say, I won't date black girls. It's okay because they don't want you anyway. That's okay. Good luck with finding somebody who accepts your blatant racism. Like in the Big 26. I'm out of water. That's just boys. Not men. Boys. Race isn't something you should have a preference for. See, that I agree with. Again, I don't know if that's a universal fact, but I agree with that. Thank you for the follow, Batman. I mean, you can't control your preferences, but race? Yo, it's my first time on Twitch. Hello, Rishu. Welcome in, Twin. How are you doing, Twin? Airways people, what Kiwi is saying is worsen yourself so you will never get a partner. That is not what I'm saying. I mean, having preferences and being racist are very different. True. Nothing is wrong with preferences in my eyes. Everyone has their own thing. I've never had a preference. I've never had a preference. It's actually funny how different all of my exes were. So different. It's okay to be attracted to Asian people. It's only weird when you were only attracted to Asian people. That I can get on board with. I could get into a whole topic of fetishization of certain races, but I'm not going to. Meow. I think you're allowed to ethnic preference. What? I think you are allowed to ethnic preference than a race. Yo, Ali. Let's get some commas and extra words in there that seem to be missing. Like someone who is, for example, if you're Indian, an Indian person, but not... What are we saying? I think you can have a preference for literally anything. I'm gonna look at it weird if it's weird, which is a large spectrum. I don't know. Gert. What? Like, I have a strong preference for autistic partners, but I would date a non-autistic person if I fell in love with them and they love me back. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. Also because autistic people understand each other better because our brains function more similarly. Hello, Kyranet. Greetings, twin. Didn't they do a study where the neural activity of autistic people when conversing is similar? But when you have a neurotypical person and an autistic person, the neural activity is different. And that mirrors a difference in processing and speaking and socializing. So I think it actually makes sense to prefer to date autistic people. Correct me if I'm wrong. Relationships aren't like puzzles where you have a perfect match waiting out there. It's like lapping stones flat. If anybody understands that process, also hi. Hello. Greetings, Gwen. I think she misread my text. Oh, race is wrong. What? My type changes based on who I'm dating, TBH. Like, I find certain things more attractive if they reflect the person I'm dating, because the person I'm dating is the pinnacle of attractiveness for me. Real. I'll never date anyone because I hate all people. She missed another meow? Oh my gosh. Now I'm blasting the volume. I'm blasting it. And now I'm checking. Okay. Guys, I have to say something. Kiwi and Dev are amazing. The cutest. Anyway, Kiwi, where's the Banui gif? W Banui. I appreciate the kind words about me and Dev. He is pretty cute, I must say. He is pretty cute. Wait a minute, I have the Banui. I remembered to get it. I remembered to put it back on here. That's right. I remember things. W Banui. 90% of my exes were evil bisexual men. I think there's a pattern. That pattern ends now. La, 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 la. I can't believe Lego Batman hates us all. My goat is washed. I got you, Phoenix. Why did nobody accept Phoenix's message? What are we doing, guys? I think Ali meant, like, culturally similar. Like, you have the same cultural background and you prefer people who have a similar culture to you. Oh, that I can kind of understand. That makes sense. To me, it's nicer when it's positive and not negative. To me, my opinion, my personal opinion, it makes more sense and it doesn't make me as confused and concerned when it's like, I want somebody that I can share my culture with, rather than, I don't want to date this particular race. One of them just seems wholesome, like you want this similarity because it's important to you. The other seems racist. Does that make sense? She remembers the study I talked about once. Are you the one that told me about that? Oh yeah, no, the best way to know if you should get tested for autism is if you have a lot of autistic friends. Hear that, Ali? Hear that, Kira? Are you guys listening? Hello, Animalokers. Hello, Frog. Neurodivergent people congregate naturally. Exactly. Take the Kiwiverse, for example. Meow. Meow. No religion in the chat, by the way. No religion. None of you are allowed to be religious anymore. No religion whatsoever. Well, why is this guy LARPing, bro? 100% of my exes didn't exist. Okay. Can't spell Germany without gay. What's your type? My girlfriend. Rate this girl out of 10? 0, because she ain't my girlfriend. Real. I've never dated an autistic person. It'd be nice for a change in pace. Yep. It's like, it has pros and cons. But the cons can be, mitigated? Through hard work. For example, when you have two people that are prone to perseverating and struggle with emotional processing, and you're trying to get through conflicts, that's really hard. When you have two people that experience executive dysfunction, but you gotta pay taxes and you gotta do chores and you gotta do the adulting, that's hard. But the good news is, it can be worked through. And on the flip side, you relate more to this person. Your brains work more similarly than a neurotypical person and an autistic person. Good night, Racco. Thank you for joining. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Bro, why is this guy still LARPing about religion? Somebody ban this guy, please. Wait, I got it. I did it. Holy LARP. I'd be shocked if Kira is an autistic. Oh, he definitely is. He definitely is. Glad y'all are not my friends. Okay. Hello, Frog. Meow. I have preferences for partners, but no part of anyone's appearance is a deal breaker. For me, someone with strong preferences is a red flag because I believe that means they are more likely to have an inflexible mindset. Exactly. I feel the same way. Anybody with strong preferences is like, so you're unwilling to change? How do you feel about working through conflict? Because there's gonna be conflict, period. This is hashtag just a theory, though. I could be wrong. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, Sweetie Pepper. I mean, in my opinion, I have some types or like elements of having a type. Not really, actually. It's like the bare minimum. Because I was gonna say, my type or like things that are important to me is, you know, being intelligent, conflict resolution, caring about me, not cheating on me, being nice. But that's like the bare minimum. So I guess that's not actually a strong preference or a type. Okay. Okay. Topic is back to couples. I'm out again. Okay. Meow! Meow! Broly, thank you so much for the 100 Florp twin. Yo, W Broly. Is it okay if I roll my R's every time I say your name? Thank you, twin. I appreciate it. Hi, Kiwi. Nice seeing you on Twitch. I saw you in YouTube vids. Yo, twin, what video did you see? Thank you for joining us today. Kiwi, you're perseverating on the word perseverating. Okay. Okay. I'm taking notes for my first relationship, but the success rate of those is low anyway, I think. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. That's an incel mentality. That's an incel mentality. Pessimism does not help you in life. Think that you are deserving of a relationship, as long as you are. As long as you put in the effort to become a better person. Don't be so pessimistic. Don't hate on yourself. You need to love yourself in order to love another person healthily. Meow. 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 I feel bad. Wait, I feel bad because I feel like I'm particularly picky in both appearance and personality in terms of partners. I mean, I get it. Like, I kind of got lucky. But at the same time, it's a really ambiguous subject. It's a really ambiguous subject. What determines picky? I have a lot of respect for religious people because my special interest is culture and theology, but I think it's odd to ask people what they think about it. Most people realistically won't have strong opinions. Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure in the rules of my Twitch chat, it says no talking about politics or religion. Did I forget to put the word religion? Kiwi, how dare you be on topic and locked in while I'm driving and can't record? W Banui. Holy W gifted a sub to Broly. Holy W. Hell yeah. This Banui is too kind. I've gotten that before. It's so odd how people will just come into my stream and be like, what religion are you? Have you ever read the Bible? Bro, like, I just sat down. Kasane Teto, the VOD is still on YouTube in case you care. All of my VODs go up on YouTube now because I dual stream. I used to just stream on Twitch, so the VOD was just lost into the cosmos. Although I did upload it on my extras channel, but whatever. Meow! Meow! Guys, remember to follow the streamer, and if you want to support, use Buy Me a Coffee. Mwah! Okay, love you all. I caught myself! This Banui is very kind. Very kind. Yeah, that's not a type, twin, I'm crying. Alright, that's what I thought. Oh, I'm so behind. Kiwi, please look at unban requests. How do I do that? Thank you, Anamalokeris, for unfollowing me and refollowing. Kira, can you please tell me what it is? I can't check it right now. You can roll as long as you want. What does that mean? Oh, Broly. My type is people who don't cheat on me and respect me. Brother, that's called standards. Okay, real. Banui live again. Ooh, we might raid them. Always go into a relationship thinking it'll last, because it can if you do, and it can't if you don't. Exactly. It can still fail even if you think it won't, but it can't succeed if you're sure it'll fail. Exactly. I think devotion and determination is crucial in a relationship. Meow! Midnight, thank you for unfollowing me and refollowing me. Reading Genesis stream when average first-time chatter message I used to get back in the day. Kiwi, I don't see mention of religion in the chat rules. Really? Okay, I have to change that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll use the YouTube VOD. It's just evil ads. Thank you for the follow, Broly. It's just evil ads. Maybe I can post an unlisted version and then send it to you, Kasane Teto. W Banui. Can I please get a W Banui in the chat? That's right. Thank you, Anamalokeres. Holy W. Everybody got a sub. Hi, I'm alive. Hello, Funjo. Good to see you, twin. Please, I won't say Poblox Warren ever again, I swear. That's what their unbanned message was? Please, I won't say Poblox Warren ever again, I swear. Wow, that's a pretty compelling argument, I must say. Surprised she read that without stuttering. Okay. Dev is handsome, intelligent, kind, caring. That's what I'm saying, Ali. That's what I'm saying. Kiwi converts to Mormonism on stream when? Wait. Remember the Scientology raids? Bro, those were so funny. Bro is Digivolving Auto Mod. What? Hello, Maki Pixel. Greetings, twin. W chat. Mod view left side? I don't see it. The left side of my PC just has the counter and the Banui and the cat, and then it has like editor, overlays, app store, highlighter, AI recordings. Okay. Kiwi checking your lefts and rights. Pile up the unbanned requests and read them for a stream? Oh, that's such a good idea. No, that's such a good idea. Mods, do not touch the unbanned requests. We're gonna stack them up, we're gonna farm them for a long time, and then we're gonna read through all of them, and it'll be like a public execution, but reverse. Like, we decide who to resurrect. I know, there's only 3, but like, leave them, and then we'll start to collect them. And then as a society, we'll decide who to resurrect. Okay. Alright. You have an AI on your PC? What? You have an AI on your PC? What the fuck, Crow? Not cool. It's on Streamlabs. Fuck-ass website, bro. Kiwi, what if you know your family is racist, so you avoid dating them on purpose so you don't create problems? Happens a lot in here. That's really sad to hear. Like, super sad. I struggle with understanding cultural issues like that, simply because I'm not in such a culture. That idea is foreign to me. Where I live, it's not questioned. In fact, if you look down on interracial partnering, you're seen as weird and racist. Where I am. So that concept is really foreign to me. It's a bit hard for me to, like, put myself into the shoes of somebody that's experiencing that. If your family is racist, so you avoid dating them on purpose. See, like, I get that. Because you would want to avoid problems, right? But at the same time, it's heartbreaking, because what if there would have been this amazing, kind, lovely partner, but you just avoided them because you didn't want to go through the hardship of telling your parents that don't like interracial partnering that you're with a partner of a different race. Mod view left side looks at Streamlabs. An IQ yet to be discovered. Oh my gosh. Holy wow, these streams go so fast. Right? I was yapping and then I looked down and it had been 35 minutes. It felt like 10 minutes. This is why you're the content doer rather than the don'ter. Hell yeah. Kiwi, scroll up, my last message was low-key peak. W Benui? I agree. Low-key with most things, always give 100% if you can. Rewind. Low-key, with most things, always give 100% if you can. Because it's almost never not worth it. I agree, and that is especially relevant in relationships. If you care about this person and you want it to work long-term, then one of the most important things ever is to just put in effort. Both of you have to put in effort. You have to try, because relationships are not all sunshine and rainbows. Companies are just sticking AI into everything at the moment. Every Windows user has that dumb Copilot thing. You can switch it off, but it's still there. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I know that I said I was open to academic discussion, and I kind of fucked myself in the ass with that one, because on my AI video, there were so many AI glazers. There were so many ChatGPT meat writers. I'm talking like 10 paragraph essays in my comments. It was insane. It was insane. And I did read through some of them. I'm not gonna read the fucking like 10 billion page essay that somebody dropped with no punctuation, by the way. There were like 3 periods in the entire comment. Like 5,000 words. Not reading all that, but I skimmed through a lot of them, and there were still no good points. One person said, like, it's not actually that bad, and if you're using it like this, then it's fine, right? If you just use it to, let's see, like, make some adjustments on a piece where it would be really difficult or unfeasible to make the adjustments by hand, like a finished piece, or get the sketch down so that you have a place to start, brother, that's just cognitive offloading. You can do that as a human being. You are literally just cutting corners because you're lazy. In fact, I would say one of the hardest parts of drawing is just getting the sketch down. If you offload that to AI, you're just being fucking lazy. You don't need to offload it to AI. In fact, if you're good at art already, if you consider your art to be good, what's the point of offloading something like the finishing touches? Or like the first sketch to get the shape down? What's the point? And they're making this argument as if like, well, it's not that bad, because you can actually use it in these smaller areas that are just still cognitive offloading. I mean, okay. Like, you have free will, but that's not an argument. You're still cognitively offloading. You're still using AI. You're still allowing whatever that is, whether it be the initial sketch or, like, finishing touches, still allowing that skill to get worse and worse over time because you're offloading it to AI. Also, when is adding finishing touches not feasible? The fuck? Like, I'm assuming they're talking about digital art, because how are you going to add finishing touches on a physical painting? You literally can't. So it would have to be digital. And if it's digital, brother, that's the easiest medium to put finishing touches on. Make a new layer on top of everything else and draw on it. That's what I do. Even in my messy organization where I have 50,000 layers and a bunch of different line arts and colors and all that, when I go to add the finishing touches to my commissions, new layer, draw on top of it. It's not that hard. You do not need to use AI. But it's not feasible to do the finishing touches on some pieces. Shut the fuck up. You're just lazy. This was actually rage baiting me. Like, I appreciate it. I did ask for scientific discussion. I appreciate the opposing opinions. And I still think they're shit. I still think they're stupid. Meow, meow, meow. My family is from a place with and a lot of only That's terrible, Kasane Tedo. Hello. Hello, Ali. Wait, I saw Ali said hi. I forgot to respond. Hi, Ali. How are you doing, twin? Content farm the AI glazers now. I thought about that, but then I thought I don't want to play in the pig pen. Because there are infinite rebuttals, even if they're not, like, logically sound, like the one that I just talked about. Actually, you can use it to add finishing touches when it's not feasible. There are infinite arguments that AI glazers could come up with, and if I kept engaging with them, I would just be stressing myself out, and it would also be endless, like it would legitimately never end. So I think I put my opinion out there. I kind of take the moist critical approach. I put my opinion out there. I want to see opposing views to expand my brain, to bounce it around my noodle, but I'm not going to engage with them further. Like, once I make one video on something, and there's backlash, I'm gonna look at the backlash, process it, you know, like, digest it mentally, and then just move on. Otherwise, I'm just rolling around in the pig pen. And I was reflecting on this. It would go on and on. I was looking at the arguments they were coming up with. It was actually crazy. There was a 3-month member commenting on that video talking about how you should use AI. Exactly! Saying some dumb shit like, I don't have a recording studio. How could I film my movies without like, using AI because I don't have the money for a recording studio? First off, they're not your movies. It's AI slop. It has no value. No value. It's useless. You would be better off just not making anything. Second of all, you don't need a recording studio. You could record on an iPhone 5 in your backyard, and whatever you produce with that would be infinitely better than whatever disgusting slop that you made with AI. You don't need a recording studio. Glazing AI and doesn't even use AI to make sure they punctuate correctly. I think some of them did use AI, though. Wow! I'm surprised the AI glazers didn't use AI to write their bootlicking comments. I think a couple of them did. Hello, Ellie. If you want to alter a drawing, just stick a bit of extra Bristol board or other blank paper over it and you'd redraw over it. That's what cartoonists do, at least. Based! But, like, that's a good point. But also, they're talking about digital art. Because, again, AI can't, like, add to a painting. ChatGPT isn't going to crawl out of your computer, grab the paintbrush, and start working. It only works on digital art. Why do I keep dancing wrong? W Banui, and it went to Buggy. How wholesome. W Banui. Michelle, that's a really good point. But again, they're literally talking about digital art, which is arguably the easiest to add finishing touches on. Why don't people draw for the love of the game? Why offload the hobby? Exactly, bro. To me, it's like using AI to play video games for you. Brother, why do it at that point? The entire point is that it's you doing it, that it's your creation. Why use AI to do that? It's useless at that point. It's, what's the word? There's a really eloquent word that I want to use, but I'm forgetting it. Damn, what a shame. It's like what I said about the film studio, about making the movies. It's useless. It's slop. It's soulless. There's no point in generating AI movies. Nobody's watching that shit. Nobody's liking that shit. If you post it on YouTube Shorts, you're gonna get probably 700 views, 70 dislikes, comments saying AI slop. Like, it's useless. It's genuinely a waste of time. The entire value behind artistic creations is due to the passion put into them and the intent of the humans that made them. Meow! When I am painting digitally and I lose all capacity to do art but rentists do. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. You said it, they just lazy. Exactly. Meow! Back! The piss was pretty fat, hell yeah. Yeah, these AI glazers are obsessed with the end product without understanding the process is what makes it meaningful. Exactly. Not to mention that the end product still looks like shit. I'm gonna be sad as AI gets better, but right now I can still celebrate because it looks like shit. Oh yeah, and the person that likes AI also posted softcore NSFW. Yeah. Hello, Buggy! It would make me angry because I know how dope art can be with the human soul, but then AI goes, let me make it good, lol. Yeah, like when people have fed actual art into AI and like fixed it. Okay. The problem with academic discussion is it requires AI users to use their brain. True. Which is rapidly eroding because they're cognitively offloading every single task that inconveniences them, such as writing a cohesive rebuttal. I love engaging with people online. Some dude made a joke that fell flat. I was super kind to him, then he blocked me. Did we not ban this guy? No. She has an AI-generated video on her channel that's supposedly about Kiwi since it mentions Kiwi in the title? Wait, we need to watch it together. We need to watch it together right now. I'm pulling up Vivaldi. Hold on. He's back, Kiwi, he's back. What happened? Is he talking about Islam again? Hey, ChatGPT, give me a 5,000 word essay about how AI is really useful. Make sure to make it look like a human, so no punctuation. Oh my. W chat. Actually, they removed dislikes from shorts. Really? Interessante. My Kahoot account is gone. Okay. Whatever. I need to look at this. You said they had an AI-generated video about me? That's amazing. That is actually amazing. I need this. I'm pulling it up. Wow. Okay. It's this one? Okay. Okay. Wait, hold on. Why am I signed into my old account on Vivaldi? What the fuck? Evil orange draws, bro, what are we doing? I've never signed into that account before. What's happening? Alright. We're coming back. Okay. It was on my AI video. Kiwi draws AI. AI art is not that bad. Okay. I can find their comments because they're at the bottom. Oh, they were the newest. Or wait, fuck, they were the oldest, not the newest. Where are they? I'm assuming they're toward the bottom because they got downvoted into oblivion. Here, okay. You said they had an AI-generated video about me. Why can I not click on it? Okay. Fire eyeliner, by the way. Thank you. It looks nothing. What? Yo, nobody told me it was called at Kiwi Draws Hardcore Sapphic Maxing Prawn. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm not gonna play. I need to pause it immediately. Okay. Is this supposed to be me? What's going on? Okay, cool. Does anything happen? Want to hold hands? And then they hold hands. And then, okay, nothing happens. Okay, so they're just holding hands. What the fuck? What? Is there a description? No description was added. I'm so confused. Is this supposed to be me? Because that looks nothing like me. Who is this? Who is this? Maybe these are just two random characters and I was pinged for no reason. Actually report that video, bro. What the fuck? No, agreed. No, you're the TV in the back. Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna report this. I mean, not now, because I'm not signed in, but I'm going to report it at some point. What the fuck? Awkward. He said, whoa. He said that all people with autism are faking it and that it's actually a sickness. Interesting. Why are you in Singapore, YouTube? Bro, I don't know. I have a VPN and I'm not signed in. What the fuck? Genuinely, you can sue them, bro. 2 people have said you can sue them. Do you actually think I have the monetary capabilities to sue somebody? Or the time? Bro. I struggle to wake up in the morning and stream once per day. I'm not suing them. I am not suing them. I also don't think that you can sue someone for making a general video of 2 girls holding hands and then pinging you. If this was like actual inappropriate content and they deepfaked me, then that would be something I think that you could sue for. But just having this generic video of 2 individuals that look nothing like me, Panui has given you so much money, you have the money to sue. I would much rather use that money on visiting dev than on suing. Also, again, you can't sue for this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no way you can sue for this. Meow. Oh, that's what I thought it was when I said sue them. Oh, okay. You thought it was like deepfake? Yeah. What the fuck? Either way, the title is tossed. Yeah. What the fuck? This is harassment, bro. The comments are crazy as well. The comments are crazy. Wait, let's unpack them. We can go through some of the comments. This is actually silly and fun. Because they were actually rage baiting me. Is everything clear? Can you see it? Let me know if you can't see it properly. I also can't really censor the names, but like, don't go attacking anyone. I did invite people. If they had opposing opinions, I invited them to speak. So, this is not an invitation to go and hate on people. I see some of you in there. I'll find one comment that was rage baiting me. Oh my, this is the one that I was talking about. That used about 3 periods and 5,000 words. If it had something more accurate to your likeness, or if it had several thousand views, then a sue suite would be possible. As is, though, you got fuck all. Yeah, that makes sense, Gwen. Holy textual, holy fuck, holy shit. Right? What the fuck? If you're gonna glaze AI, at least use it to teach you some grammar, please. Oh, this dude sent me a friend request. Really? Again, not to hate on any individual people. I get it, like, grammar is hard, but like... Punctuation errors, I'm not a native English speaker, I'm still working on it. Oh, that makes sense. My eyes feel insulted. At least split it into paragraphs, right? Oh my... Wait, let's try to unpack this, guys. Sit down around the fire, we're gonna unpack this together. Wait, am I the only artist who does not use AI but feels like AI isn't that bad? Let me explain. One of the things that I do is vector art. Oh, I remember this person's racist streamer insults foreigners English. Okay, bro, I didn't know that they didn't speak English natively. Okay. One of the things that I do is vector art. I remember I actually skimmed through this person's paragraph, and it's basically, they don't care about the process. They only care about the end result. I do vector art, but most of my vector artworks are characters from cartoon shows, so I tend to imitate the show's art style. But the thing is that AI, not Adobe Illustrator, in case you were confused, became so good at imitating many cartoon art styles, and I refuse that someone says that an AI show accurate art of Morty is less significant than my artwork of Morty. Like, this is self-deprecating. This person's literally saying, it wouldn't make sense if somebody said my artwork of this person is more valuable and better than this AI-generated one. Brother, don't be so hard on yourself. It literally is. Wouldn't make any sense because it's hard to even see the difference between them. That would be pure hypocrisy. How? I'm assuming that's going to be a translation error because hypocrisy has nothing to do with this. It's not because I worked hard on it. That I worked hard on it shouldn't be any significant because the end result is the same. See, this person is just so fixated on the end result. I just read the last line. I'm not reading all that. I don't use AI, Adobe Illustrator. Later on, they say something about a horse not being as efficient as a car. See, when the sun did not rise, and the people from the... Okay, shut the fuck up. If anybody says that, I'm banning you immediately. The end result, which means that even if... okay, sorry, that's too many words for me. They're actually starting to, like... They're starting to dance around on the page. One part I disagree with... Only part I disagree with is, I believe things come... Only part I disagree on is, I believe things come to some people easier than others. I would agree. I know for me, I struggled a lot less learning guitar than my friend from the same music background. Singing for him comes more naturally, whereas for me it doesn't. Obvious prodigies are more extreme examples, but people may not be born with great artistic abilities, but they pick it up and learn much quicker than others. So the argument that we all start from the same place may be technically true, but many learn and improve much faster regardless. I agree with that. 100%. And that doesn't mean at all that AI is a valid way to express yourself creatively. But I completely agree with that. My sides orbited reading the copy pasta. Please ban me, I want to be sacrificed for the other followers' benefit. Bro, look at her channel? Who? I just rejoined the stream, what happened? We looked at this AI-generated video that tagged me in the title that was called Hardcore Sapphic Maxing Prawn. And it was somebody that was... Again, don't go hate on this person. But I just find it really interesting. It was also somebody that left a comment on my AI video saying I should come to the dark side in defending AI. Girl, why are you in 2016 Markiplier's room? This person left like 7 comments. They felt really strongly about it. Once again, I'm not trying to hate on anyone. Do not go attack anyone. It's like 8 different AI podcasts. Like, is this the movies that we're talking about that are so crucial? Again, not to hate on anyone. Make that podcast by yourself. Instead of generating useless slop. Make an actual podcast that people would give a fuck about.
Rotilda.
Meow. Aw. Thank you, Jace, for the 15 gay florps twin. I appreciate it. Meow. Meow. W Banui gifted a tier 1 sub to Siver Down. W Banui, as always. So they know they're the dark side, Lamau. You work hard on the skill. Natural talent can only take you so far on any skill-based field. I would agree. I really do understand the siren call of AI art. I don't know if I would say I wasn't born with the art gene. Oh, I saw this one as well. I think I agree with you that that's not a thing. But I was definitely born without the ability to dedicate my time to learning a skill. I was born without the ability to dedicate my time to learning a skill. Alright, this may sound a little mean, but that just sounds like laziness. I was born without the ability to dedicate my time to learning a skill. I was born after 2015. It's just like, what does that even mean? I'm trying to think, is it like a mental disability maybe, like autism? But I'm autistic and I can put time into learning a skill. Without the ability, anything but picking up a pen. I genuinely don't understand. I don't understand. What disability or disorder could this person possibly have that prevents them from being able to put in effort? Laziness or chronic depression. See, I understand that. In some cases, by the way, drawing, painting, creating can be used as an outlet for depression. It's a hobby that's not extremely demanding. There's this one creator that I watch on YouTube. She was in a very depressive state. She wasn't doing well mentally, and she started painting. And her paintings are beautiful, and I really respected that. That's the thing about art. It's not extremely demanding, and it can help you feel better sometimes. So, like, even with depression, I get that some people may be so depressed that painting just isn't an option. But that's not always the case. I have dysgraphia, so I struggle to draw and have severe hand cramps while drawing that heavily slow down my process, but I still draw because I want to make art. That's wholesome. That's really wholesome. And some of these AI glazers are claiming, it's not accessible. You know, it's not accessible. Not everybody can draw. And I swear to God, 99.9% of people who make that claim and try to make that argument aren't disabled. They're just coping. They're just trying to claw at some type of explanation for using AI. Can you look at Discord real quick, Lamau? I'm looking. I have such respect for disabled people who continue to make art, even if it's more challenging for them. That makes it so much more beautiful to me as well. It's so admirable. Wow. Should I call out a specific person? Hi, Riley. Hello. I'm not going to mention a specific person just because I don't want to have anyone going at them specifically, but one of the people that was in my comments passionately defending AI art has...
I love AA. I always use I after your streams for an eye overview.
All right, Jace. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate it. You know what? Thanks, Jace. Guys, Jace is joking, by the way. She's joking. One of the people who is leaving 10 billion comments defending AI art has a playlist on their channel called Defending AI Art. Kira just sent it to me. Their playlist is called Defending AI Art, and it has 33 videos. That's so priceless. I was definitely born without the ability to dedicate my time to learning a skill like that, even though I really want to. See, I just don't believe that. I just don't have the willpower or long-term reward thinking to do that. That's just called pushing yourself to do something even if it's uncomfortable. Which, by the way, for most people, drawing shouldn't be uncomfortable. For me, it's hard to pick up the iPad. Sometimes I have executive dysfunction. It's hard. Let's react to the 33 videos right now. We actually? That'd be so good. It is hard to pick up my iPad, but I still do it.
Anyways, I played some of Henry Stickmin, then I wanted to play Spider-Man.
That's good,
My
Jace.
PC is too shit.
Yo, Jace, I hope you had fun. Thank you for the Florps twin. Again, like, I struggle with drawing, I struggle with motivation, I struggle with starting, I struggle with staying focused, but I still do it. I just don't have the willpower or long-term reward thinking. Brother, all of us struggle with dopamine, with being distracted by things that are more stimulating, like scrolling. But from what I can understand in this comment, that's not a disorder or something. Or even if it is a disorder, I don't think that is a truly debilitating thing that prevents them from drawing. I think they're just lazy. Again, not to be mean. I apologize if I'm misunderstanding, if there's an actual... Aw, thank you, Wheezy. I appreciate it. Thanks, Wheezy. W Twin, how are you doing today on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing, be honest. Thank you for the follow, Wheezy. Not to be mean, but I genuinely think that this person is just lazy and they're trying to make it seem like a psychological condition.
I don't draw cause I don't like drawing and am loc lazy, but using AI is not good.
Based. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate the Florps. I've mindlessly consumed enough of the right kind of video essays that I'm probably immune to AI myself. I assume other people feel the same kind of yearning to materialize something as I do, so I sympathize with the people who take AI as an easy route to fulfill that. But the problem is, using AI doesn't fulfill that. You're not creating shit. You are not creating shit. And AI is leeching from actual artists and is generating some shit based on a sentence that you give it. You are not expressing yourself creatively. That is not a route to fulfill that. It's easy, yes, but it's not a route. Thank you. Not thank you. W Banui. W Banui. And oh my gosh. Look at this. So 606, right? Holding a paintbrush with their mouth or with their feet. Situation and listen to this, and you can't paint. There are other ways that you could explore, such as painting. Let's say you're a double amputee and you can't paint. There are other ways that you could explore. Someone in that situation could experiment with holding a paintbrush with their mouth or with their feet. It's been done before, and that struggle is part of what makes it so beautiful. Like, that is genuinely so admirable and so much cooler and so much more valuable than any slop that AI could spit out. Okay, so do you hear my point? And look at this. And what if someone doesn't want to hold a paintbrush with her mouth or feet? You people just want to remove an option from the table because you do not like it. What the fuck? Brother, if they don't want to hold a paintbrush with their mouth or feet, they don't have to. Nobody's forcing them to. But using AI is not creative expression. It's simply not. You are not creating shit. You're writing a sentence to Grok or to ChatGPT or whatever the fuck you're using. You're not creating. If an amputee doesn't want to hold a paintbrush with their mouth or their feet, they don't have to. Nobody's forcing them. They could just do something else. There are endless ways to express your creativity. And I was going to say that don't include AI, but that's not even a way to express your creativity.
You people apostrophe question mark M.
What? Oh yeah, what does you people mean? What? What do you mean, you people? Photography also harmed portrait artists. Computer-generated animation and digital drawing harmed traditional animators. Job protectionism is not a compelling argument. This I can kind of understand. Although, photography is still done by a human and it requires great skill. I can actually understand where they're coming from. Digital drawing, still done by a human, requires great skill. AI, done by literally anyone, doesn't require you to even be conscious. You could be a drooling homunculus and just type some dumb shit into ChatGPT and generate an image. It takes no time, no effort, no skill, no hard work, no refining of the skill over time. I can understand where they're coming from, but the problem with that is the progression so far is like this. Photography, computer-generated animation, digital drawing, AI. It becomes so much easier and so much lazier and takes no skill.
I am a drooling homunculus and I don't like I.
WJ, Snaky Twin. What if someone doesn't want to hold their paintbrush with their mouth/feet? If you don't like bean soup, don't make bean soup. Exactly, bro. Nobody is forcing you. Nobody is forcing you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're kind of folk. Yeah, like, what are they saying? See, this is like an actually respectable argument that I can chew on in my brain. Yes, Twin, there is a Discord. Is it /Discord or !Discord? Discord? I'm RNGing it. Let's go, I guess, correctly. There's a Discord. Like, this was actually a good argument. It required me to think for longer than 2 seconds. But at the end of the day, I still think it's stupid. I'm 17? Oh man. Join when you're 18, Twin. I still think it is not a solid argument. Because, again, photography, like this. Yes, it did harm portrait artists. It also opens the door for photographers. And that doesn't mean that portrait artists are completely, what's the word? What's that fancy word I was trying to think of? Not irrelevant, but something similar. You could still succeed as a portrait artist. You could also succeed as a photographer. Obsolete. Thank you so much. It was obsolete. And photography, because I know some people, some brain-dead homunculi could come in here like, well, AI does the same thing and introduce more jobs. You can be a prompt engineer. Shut the fuck up. Prompt engineering is not a job. Again, it could be done by literally anyone. It is free, it is cheap, it is instant, it is slop, it is lifeless. You are not creating anything. Thought goes into photography. Thought does not go into AI generating.
I'm cold, can you tuck me in pretty please?
Yes, I can. Philip, thank you for the 10 florps, Twin. Kneewe. Oh, Kneewe. Okay. Thank you for the 15 florps, Twin. Does anybody else have something to say about this? I feel like I'm approaching it too emotionally. Does anyone else have something to say? Make an attachment for your stubs to hold the paintbrush. Use something other than a brush to spread the paint. Figure that shit out. Oh, for your stubs. Oh, that'd be so sick. You know, like the pirate arm and it has like the hook? Imagine it was interchangeable. And you had like a paintbrush as well. That'd be so aura. I am a prompt engineer with my 70K starting salary and company car. Okay. I hate AI almost as much as I hate drunk drivers. Based. Thoughts on AI music, Philip? Terrible. Disgusting. Again, I think AI has no place in anything creative. I think AI can be good in specific situations. I think it has zero place in any creative field. Literally, the only reason it's being used in creative fields is to save money. The only reason. It's laziness and to save money. Usually the individual person will use it because of laziness, and usually corporations will use it because of money. That is my opinion. It's simply because you're lazy and you don't want to do it yourself and learn the skill, or because you're a soulless corporation and you just want to go with the cheapest option possible. Hey AI artists, can you draw MatPat and Springtrap Mpreg? Didn't think so. OMG, I had to go into a uni lecture partnered with Microsoft.
I had a similar experience with my music teacher and using AI to make music, and his whole argument was when people invented instruments, people said it took the soul out of it. It's the exact same thing and there's no difference. Also, Mozart would have loved AI.
Oh my gosh. It makes me sick to my stomach when homunculi keep comparing AI to an instrument, like a tool, like a medium. It's like it's like painting. It's like sculpting, it's just a different medium. No, the fuck it's not. Does the paintbrush stand up by itself and start painting the image without you? No. If it did, then it would be comparable to AI. Does the violin pick up the little stick thingy and start going like this for you? No, you have to actually know how to play it. You have to have the skill to play it. That does not take the soul out of it. What takes the soul out of it is taking the human out of it, which is exactly what you do when you're using AI to generate this shit. Meow! 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 Not even to save money, it costs more than people. True, it's because they want people to do jobs AI can't do that are manual hard labor. Well, I think they're trying to, like, save money down the road, but right now it's just such in a bad state that they're losing so much money. I'm pretty sure companies are aiming to save money down the road. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's because they want people to do jobs AI can't do that are manual hard labor. If you take away art, you get a lot more people who could pick from when hiring henchmen. And it should be the exact opposite, bro. It should be the exact opposite. It has no place in creative fields. If anything, it should be taking care of the stuff that humans don't want to do, so that we have more time for creativity and humanity and connection. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Mayonnaise is more of an instrument than your fuck-ass AI slot bullshit. Mikey, true. Who in the world said instruments took the soul out of music? Did they not literally give it its soul? Yeah, that also doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not going to argue against it because I have no idea if it's true or not.
I tried to say with instruments, you're still creating the music, and he legit said as a music teacher, I spend the same amount of time thinking of prompts than I do playing the guitar.
Oh my gosh.
I replied, what about learning the guitar? And he just called that irrelevant. Bro, he's a music teacher. I almost
Holy brain dead? With instruments, you're still creating the music. As a music teacher, I spend the same amount of time thinking of prompts than I do playing the guitar. That's not an argument for AI music being real music. That's what? I spend more time thinking of prompts than I do playing the guitar. And? What does that prove? I keep hearing X person would have loved AI as an excuse, and I think Mozart would be scared of laptops anyway. That's such a disgusting thing to say, in my opinion. Brother, let them rest in peace. Why are you bringing them back up into this debate? Is it because you have no other argument, no other defense for using AI in art?
Bye, Siwi, I'll just ask what I miss.
Okay. Bye, Philip. AI is genuinely screwing up people's brains. Yep. Photography also did not hurt portrait artists. Artists are still being held in higher mainstream regard to this day compared to photography. Really? Again, I'm not sure, so I can't confirm or deny, but that's interesting. Amazon warehouses are finally installing AC. Not for the people, but because the robots don't work if they get too hot. Oh my gosh. Really? And you can't guilt trip or scare a robot into working in impossible conditions. Are you serious? Once again, I haven't actually seen this information, but if that's true, that's insane. That's actually insane. Yeah, I suppose I wasn't around then, but like, what are the other options? Even if you don't consider the voice an instrument, how does inventing other instruments make singing any different? You can still sing without instruments, and singing is still around today. Yeah, like, I would have crashed out too, what the fuck? For example, some instruments literally require so much vocal activity that it's comparable to singing. Oh my goodness. Like the flute and stuff? You're using your breathing as well as your hands, fingers to make music.
I spent longer cranking my hog than I do hitting the two-person gritty, so it's exactly the same.
Wow! Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for the Forbes, twin. Heh. It might not have been Amazon specifically. I'd have to double check. Oh, okay. Okay. Like the trombone and stuff. You have to alter your voice to play some of these instruments. Is that not extremely similar to singing, with more technical skills required? Well, I wouldn't say more as if it's comparing something like apples to apples. It is like comparing apples to oranges, but still, you're requiring vocal activity, skillful vocal activity, and finger movement to play some of these instruments. How is that taking the soul out of it? It's hands-on, like it's fully involved. Brass and woodwind is super demanding. Exactly. How demanding is AI music? How demanding is it? Be honest. The songs would not be complete without the drums, and the drums would be meaningless without the songs. Instruments did not take the soul from music, it added a missing link which created true harmony. AI does not add or amplify. By definition, it takes. You cannot make a symphony with stolen songs. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, also the fact that it's just stealing from existing music. It's not creating music, it's just stealing. W emotes. W emotes. What happened? So you'll spend more time thinking of prompts to make more shitty songs. Based. Why are we talking about R34? I just scrolled up. Okay. Where emo wall? Is it not there? Where is it? I guess I'll add it back. I don't know why it disappeared. Emote wall? There it is. Okay, it should be here now. Try sending an emote. Wow. There we go. There we go. Yeah, AI music sounds so generic. It's so recognizable.
I love AI. And by AI I mean an imaginative husband who I love. I'm talking about Bun Nui.
W wholesome relationship. Thank you, Jace, I appreciate it. Also, I heard that with the trombone, you need to adapt your positioning in regards to your arm length and overall height. I heard of one boy who suddenly found himself playing off-key after a growth spurt, really. I have a friend who plays the trombone, and I respect her so much. It takes so much skill. Anyway, Kiwi, the reason you feel subconsciously upset by that comment is because they're using false equivalents. Portrait art and photography are mediums of art. AI is a process of art, so the comparison is inherently flawed. Oh, interesting. L dating, L lovers, L love, L affection. This guy is so whimsical and positive, right, guys? W chicken feet. Okay. Okay. Redrawing AI slop with my non-dominant hand. This looks so base. Can you see this? Wait, is everything here? Okay, yeah. Look at this. Redrawing AI slop with my non-dominant hand. That's so base. That's hilarious. Shit. Yeah, I'm not letting that message through. Thank you for allowing us to delete it if it's against the rules. Bro, just type in shit. Okay, are you using a VPN or something? Why does it YouTube Singapore? Oh, yeah, I am using a VPN. Okay. Okay, I think it's time to go to sleep. Not sleep, what the fuck? Dinner! It's just one more form. There were some more interesting comments in here. It is true that people are not born with talent to a major degree and have to work on it. The thing you are not aware of is a thing called opportunity cost. A person could spend months or years learning how to draw an anime. Alternatively, the person could learn to use generative AI. Brother, are you telling me you're an adult human and you need to learn how to type a couple words into ChatGPT? Can you watch the VTuber on the right, please? Yo, bro. No. Hang it up, hang it up. Okay. AI music seems to have gone through modal collapse, as in the styles it can generate have severely limited over time. People used to make fake 50s songs, and it seems that improved models can't even do that, really. Guys, they mean learning how to efficiently type with a keyboard, right? No, exactly. I've read this comment before, and I glazed over this part. What do you mean, learn to use generative AI? Brother, I'm concerned for you if you needed to teach yourself how to type into a text box. Are the recommendations what the average Singaporeans watch or what? I'm not sure. Learning how to type a prompt. Yeah, I'm so confused. I mean, maybe it has to do with, like, prompt engineering, but how the fuck do you need to learn how to do that? Give me anime girl big titties. Make the titties bigger. Like, you don't have to learn how to do that. No, I glazed over this part, not glazed this part. The thing with AI is that you can improve it. AI itself can improve, but not you. It's someone else who made it improve, but with instruments, it's your skill that improves. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Abodi. That's another interesting point, that you can't improve the AI. Well, some would argue you could become a better prompt engineer, but at the end of the day, it's not an artistic creation anyway. She's speaking some fire prompts, though. Thank you, thank you. Prompt engineering is basically just slamming your palm on the keyboard, or pause in my case. Based.
Computer, show me big tatas. No, computer, not AI tatas.
Oh, thank you for the Florps twin. Kiwi, they're advocating for AI. Of course they don't know how to use a keyboard. I don't know, man. No, but like, this was baffling to me. Alternatively, the person could just learn to use generative AI and touch up. What does touch up mean? Because it sure as hell shouldn't mean touching up on your skills. AI does the exact opposite. It degrades your skills. You're offloading that task. So this person is just saying that it takes a long time and that's bad. So it's good to use AI because it's quicker. It's true that it's quicker. That doesn't mean you have to use it. Brother, if you're so busy, just don't use AI. Because once again, it is not creative expression. You are typing into a box. Oh.
Touch up means tweaking the prompts and getting exactly what you want.
Really? Okay, that makes more sense then. Thank you for the Florps twin. Learn how to touch up. This goes back to my original example. Touch up what? People like to LARP as though prompt engineering is a hard thing to do. Shut the fuck up. Like, genuinely, how could prompt engineering possibly be hard? I've seen them LARP about some shit where you can, like, write it in a specific way to get the best response. But it's really not hard. In fact, it's really fucking easy. And compared to art, it's empty, it's soulless, it is still way faster, which is not a good thing. If you don't have time to make art, if you live a really busy lifestyle, don't do it. If you don't like potato soup or whatever, then don't eat potato soup. Like, nobody's forcing you. But in my opinion, art can be as simple as doodling in a sketchbook for 5 minutes before you go to sleep each night. It's not as big an investment as these people make it out to be. These people, just kidding. Another thing, art doesn't have to be good. It does not have to be good. Somebody who has never drawn in their entire life, drawing a stick figure, is more creative and respectable than using AI. It does not have to be good. The average person does not have to consider it to be good. If you have time to type some bullshit prompt into ChatGPT, you also have time to pick up a piece of paper and a pencil and draw for 5 minutes. It's just cope. It's just cope. Vibe coding. It's bullshit. Ow! I got an ad for Twitch for an AI girlfriend that was really startled out. What if you're perfect? What? AI prompt engineers with their touching up their prompts should try writing an essay and touching up their essay but with their own brain. Exactly.
A shit Photoshop is infinitely better than the best AI art.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate it, twin. Stone Forged is here. The big Forged is here. I will force you to eat potato soup, and I have zero clue what the context is here. Okay. Welcome in, twin. I just can't understand how typing a few words and waiting for a few seconds and claiming it as your own work and giving you the serotonin you need. I don't understand it either. I don't understand it either. AI can't ever recreate this stream. True. True. Hydrate. I'm out of water. Everybody hydrate. W Banui, as always. That's my goat right there. Yo, we're gonna make a 2-bit dog image, but it's a bunny. Do you guys know Tupid Dog? The stupid dog with his paw in its mouth? We're gonna do that. Banui's gonna commission me to make that, but with a bunny. See? Once again, support actual artists. You know, W Banui. Notice how Banui is going to an actual artist. Banui had this vision, and he decided to go to an actual artist and contribute to the community and get this piece that I'm really excited about, that I am going to be very passionate about, as well as Banui. And it's so much more valuable and appreciated than some dumbass bullshit slop that could have been generated by AI. I love supporting artists. As soon as I get rich, I swear to God, as soon as I get rich, I'm just going to commission a bunch of people. Eee! Kiwi, am I a stupid dog? If you want to be. Meow! Meow! You're an actual artist? Yes? Meow! What happened? Pepper supported you with a cold brew. Thank you, Pepper. I appreciate it, twin. Yo, W Pepper, let me check out the message. I need to figure out how to make it display the whole message. I don't know if that's possible. Pepper says, one of the things I like about AI is that it unintentionally made people ask, tell me how to make a bomb, as a Turing test to see if you're actually real. Wait, actually? Wait, that's so funny. Wait, I can't talk about that on stream. I feel like that's bad to talk about on stream. Woo! But that's really funny. Because if it's AI, it won't be able to. Thank you for the coffee, twin. I appreciate it. W Pepper. What did Jay say? I commissioned her last week and all she's done so far is tell me to fuck off. Oh, so I think she is. Y'all ever commission an artist and take credit because you prompted really good? That's such a good point, Aaron. That's such a good point. Except, like, comparing AI to artists doesn't make sense, but I see what you're saying, twin. That's funny. Real artist, more like real fartist. Take that, AI haters. Ooh. I almost fell into the AI therapy shit. Then one day I thought, what the hell am I fucking doing? And I literally just deleted the AI and made sure to also delete my history so that if I ever download it back again, it wouldn't know who I am. That was almost 1.5 years ago. That's respectable, twin. Extreme respect, because I totally understand. It's very enticing. It's free. It's right there. It's not a human, so you're immune to judgment. I get it. Is it 7 coffees for a commission? Yes. Each coffee is $3. 7 coffees, $21. Although, my commissions are like high-key closed right now, because commissions, the regular profile picture, take me many hours. Maybe like 2 to 3. It really depends on how many tweaks I have. And that's way under minimum wage for me. So it's actually like taking up a lot of my time and overwhelming me. And it doesn't give me enough money to survive. Like it's eating up time that I need for my other work, as well as for filming and streaming. So I'm taking a little break from commissions. I'm still accepting a little bit, like Banui, I'm gonna work with Banui. Banui's just so awesome and patient and kind. But for the most part, I'm closing the PFP commissions for now. Only keeping it open for very select scenarios. Meow! Meow! New Turing test. Do a few 360s and see if the environment changes in an impossible way. True! As soon as I have any amount of income, I'm instantly putting it all toward Phoenix and the occasional Kiwi draws. I appreciate it, twin. Bro, me too! As soon as I have a way to commission Phoenix, I'm doing it. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to commission Phoenix.
Would you like me to donate more so it equals to minimum wage?
No. That was not meant to shame.
Anyway.
No. See, this is the problem. I feel like it's not... I don't want to make people pay that much. I feel like it's not worth that much. But the problem is that it takes me that long. I feel like a lot of artists face this. Like, I saw Ali just say some depressing shit of, some girl my age on Discord is making a good-looking PFP for 5 or 7 USD. Like, that's so underpriced, and I feel bad. This is what I've been saying. Artists are so underpaid. It's tragic. And AI is just going to make this worse, because people have another place to go where it's completely free. But yeah, no, Jace, do not pay me more. Do not. That was not meant to guilt trip at all. It was my decision to price it that way. And I feel like it's a reasonable price for what you get. And I feel like if I charged any more, I'd feel really bad, and I'd feel like it was overpriced. Handmade and personalized art is priceless. That's high-key a very wholesome and awesome statement. So AI is causing deflation in the commission sector. Deflation? Is that the right term? I'll pay you triple as long as you have fun making whatever I ask for. I haven't decided yet. This is so wholesome. This is so wholesome. I love this community for real, for real. Me too, Banui, me too. Search up AI inflation to learn more. Alright, Frog. Nobody do that. Nobody do that. W Sure Kiwi. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate it, twin. Thank you. Yeah, like, AI is the perfect yes man, but that's the problem. Exactly. Exactly. That's why it's especially bad for people with psychosis. I got to go to bed, but a very interesting stream. Thanks, Kiwi, everyone else. Good night, Michelle. Thank you for joining us, twin. It makes the gap between highly successful artists and artists starting from ground zero so much further. I agree, Mist. The only reason why I am able to do commissions is because I have a YouTube channel and I have a community. That is the only reason. If I didn't have this community, I would be getting diddly squat. I would not be getting commissioned. It's only because I have this community that knows about me that I can advertise my commissions to. But before this, when I still wanted to do commissions, I couldn't. There was nobody. Even when I had an Instagram account where I would post my art, don't try to look for it, I deleted it. Even when I had an art Instagram account and I had, 200, 300, 400 followers, nobody's commissioning me. Nobody. It's just really hard. The market, the demand. It's such a saturated market. Such a saturated market. Oh my goodness gracious! 10 cold brew. No, Jace, you didn't have to. Oh my god, thank you so much, Jace. No, you didn't have to, twin. I'm gonna make you a chibi or something, I promise. Once I'm done with the commission, I'll draw you a little, Jace chibi, okay? Twin, you're too kind. Jace said, blah, 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 overpriced, guilt-tripping, take my money, you stinky. Oh! Jace, you're too kind. Oh, where's the thingy? The Germany counter? I forgot to put it on Vivaldi. Oh, it increased! It increased! Wait, Vivaldi? Paste. Germany counter. Jace, you are so sweet, twin. I can't talk. Thank you so much, Jace. Vivaldi is a browser. Jace, I'm gonna make you a little chibi or something.
I forbid you from adding anything to the commission. I did this from my own volition and I chose to do this.
You're so kind, twin. How can I live with this? Can I please get a W Jace immediately? 10 cold brews. This Jace is so kind. W Jace right now. Right now. W Jace. Immediately. I better say. Thank you, Anna Melocaris. I appreciate it, twin. W Jace. W Jace. Retro says, can I get a free chibi after stream? Oh. I get about $20 per hour, so if it takes you 3 hours to do art, then I'll pay you for 3 hours. It could be hot garbage and I'll love it. This is so sweet. I know, I refuse to make hot garbage and take money for it. I get very anal when it comes to commissions, because if somebody's actually paying me money, I better make it good. I better make it worth their money. That's why I love working with people. I'm so open to somebody telling me hey, can you fix this thing or change this? I encourage that. That's good. I love working with people to make it what they had in mind. Then to me, it also feels justified in charging them money. I mean, even though it is justified to charge money for a commission, I always worry, what if I'm charging too much? What if it's overpriced? So working with people when they have feedback, all that stuff, it makes me feel better about charging money for it.
Screw it, I spent that money and my commission is to make Kirby or whoever just asked. Make them that chibi instead of me. That's my commission.
Bet who just asked? Where? Who just asked? I'll do it. I'll do it. If I had the money, I'd be commissioning all my friends. That's so real. I want to commission Phoenix so bad. At Kiwi Draws, in my opinion, as long as you have fun drawing what you draw and also be happy with the end result, and also the customer is happy with what they get, it's your right to ask for however much you want. Also, just like Misty said, we're all happy to pay double or triple. No. You're amazing, Kiwi. But anyway, you're too kind, twin. You're too kind. Oh, he did say that. Miss said, and I totally pay double or triple for a com. No, it's too overpriced. It's okay, you guys are too kind. Ali just copied and pasted what you said, Banui. Okay. W Banui. Thank you, miss. You guys are so kind. Jace the goat. The goat. Meow. Who said it? Who said it, Jace? Who said it? Meow. Oh, Retro? He was referencing a past incident.
Yeah, give that chibi to Retro.
Bet. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Pooping right now. Thank you for that information, Kira. Okay. What Retro is referencing is one time I had somebody that was generous. They subscribed to my Twitch for, I believe it was 3 months or 6 months. And I want to say... No, they subscribed to my Twitch, okay? For some amount of months. And then after subscribing, they asked if they could have a chibi after stream. They subscribed. They subscribed to my Twitch. And then they asked, can I get a chibi after stream? Meow. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh, Miss, thank you so much! No, I gotta pull the message up. Hold up, let me move the kiwi. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Miss, thank you so much. I don't actually need one. Give it to someone else. I'll do it. Jace, it's your decision. It's your decision. Please don't turn me into a marketable plushie. What's a chibi? It's like a mini drawing. It's like a cutesy... I don't actually know the specific definition, but I consider it not realistic. It's like big head, small body, cutesy big eyes. Everything is cutesy and small. So it's like a smaller drawing-ish, sort of. Does that make sense? I feel like I didn't do a good job of describing that. Does that make sense? Why am I not seeing the buy me a coffee? Where is it? Oh, it went into promotions for some reason? This mist is so kind. Oh, to cover the next person who... Wait, how are there two? Just got back from work contributing to the cause before stream starts. I didn't even see this. Miss bought 25 cold brew before stream. Why is it going into my promotions category in my email? Mist, you are so kind. And he also just bought 15 cold brew to cover the next person who wants a call. That's so sweet. Mist, if you want to find someone that wants some art from me, like I said, I'm kind of taking it easy. But I can still work with somebody if they're okay with me taking a long time, maybe not doing a profile picture.
My decision is thus and may not be swayed. Retro asked for the chibi, give Retro the chibi. Cry about it, Stinkies, it's my money and I do what I want.
Thank you so much, Jace. I'm getting overwhelmed and my face is getting red. Okay. Oh my... Thank you so much, Pepper. Thank you for the cold brew, twin. Oh my goodness. I need to check your message. Mist? If you would like to find somebody that would like art from me, this Mist is so kind. Literally bought 15 cold brew for the next person who wants a call. Mist, if you want to find somebody and collaborate with them and get them to make a ticket and ask me for I'll do it. I'll do it. You are genuinely so kind. I would not be opposed to giving it to Magna. I want a commission.
You deserve the love. We all love you.
Thank you, Miss. Nah, this Miss is so kind. Thank you for the 300 florps and thank you for the kind words, twin. Best community ever? Question mark? You guys are so sweet. Kiwi, can it be Willow then if you must give it to me? Yeah, it can be Willow. Jace, let me know who you want me to make a chibi of. And Mist, let me know who I'm drawing.
If someone sent 100 florps, can we choose a GIF on the left?
The problem is no, because I have to upload it from my files and that always makes me really scared because what if I misclick and then upload something that doxes me? And it's like, it immediately goes onto the stream, so I can't check before stream. Maybe like if somebody buys me a coffee offline and requests a GIF, then I can do it, but I can't do it during stream. Does that make sense? Pepper, can you start a poll on whether or not I should get Taco Bell for dinner? Hell yeah, I can. What's the other option though? Is it Taco Bell or no Taco Bell? Can you start a poll on whether or not I get Taco Bell for dinner? Should Pepper get Taco Bell for dinner? Yes? No. Start poll. Alright, my soldiers, start voting. Ow! Ow! Oh my gosh! Wait, it's at 28%. Wait, what? Wait, wasn't it? What? What? Huh? Is it counting more? Retro, is this right? Weren't we at 16% the other day? I might have messed up the counter. I would have to count how much I earned today. We'll look at it after stream. Either way, you guys are so generous. You guys are so generous. I heard that Taco Bell meat has the same quality as dog food in Germany. Wasn't Miss Donation worth like oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much! W Banui, not thank you. W Banui, W Banui. 28. See, how much does that increase it by?
Miss Life has spoken. He chooses to receive a commission. Ollie the freaking chud.
Really? Okay, then we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Make a ticket, reach out to me, okay? We'll make it happen. Banui bought 15 cold brew. I want to cover the next 1 or 2 people who want to come too. Also, you deserve the best Kiwi. W, my boyfriend Misty, and my wifey Jace. This Banui is so kind. Once again, Banui, find somebody, have them reach out to me, let's make it happen. You guys are so generous. This is so wholesome. Abodi is a mod now. Oh my gosh, should Pepper get Taco Bell for dinner? It's tied. It's perfectly tied. You know what? I'll be the tiebreaker since I didn't vote. I think you should. I think you should get Taco Bell. Yeah, W Banui, that's what I'm saying. In bed right now taking a shit. I know I'm eating dog food. I'm a puppy girl tonight. Yeah! Adorable streamer who's worth all the money in the world, shocked when she's given money. Aww! This Gwen is so sweet. 50-50? Kiwi, what word do you want to be false in Kiwi script? Kiwi script. I was gonna say staff feet pics, but I can't have spaces in it. Taco Bell for Din Din. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 8.53 per cold brew. Oh, that's not right at all. Thank you, Frog. I appreciate it. Each cold brew earns me like $4.90. Wait, something close to that. It's so much better than Twitch. So much better. Wait, am I a mod here too? How do I access the mod powers? I'm not sure. Oh, do feet pics. Yeah. Do not unmod Kira. That is not how you access the mod powers, but you should be able to do commands. It could have updated bunnies along with someone else's at the same time, though. That's true. That is very true. Banui and Mist, and Pepper, and Jace, you guys are so kind. Genuinely. You put a smile on my face. When I'm hanging out with Dev in Germany, when I meet him for the first time, I'm gonna be thinking of you. I hate you, stupid wifey. I'm not gonna ban you. At Abodi, fuck you. I'll allow it. You guys are genuinely so kind. Okay, to all who are planning to commission me, please keep in mind that I stopped commissions because I am overwhelmed and because it was taking a lot of my time. I am totally down to give you guys the art that you want, but just keep in mind that it might take me a long time because I'm an autistic chud. We can work together on this. So just reach out to me. I'm also working on 2 commissions right now. I have Banui in the queue with 2 different pieces, maybe even 3. So I have a lot going on, but I promise, reach out to me and we're gonna make it happen, okay? $3 per coffee. Oh, did I say $4?
Stops commissions cause she's overwhelmed. Gets commissioned 4 more times.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm grateful. I am so not complaining. Again, it's not a problem at all as long as it's okay and we work together. And it is known that I am not just slacking off and forgetting about them. It's just because I have a lot on my plate. But we can work together. It's gonna be okay. New kitty, I just got here. Hello, Lyndon. Greetings, twin. Can I draw you at some point, Kiwi, instead of getting a commission? Oh, yeah, you could. That'd be so fun and silly. Kiwi, check my previous message. My comm goes to Buggy. Okay. Buggy, reach out to me. Remind me that Banui paid for it. Ali, reach out to me. Remind me that Mist paid for it. Right? Did I get the people right? Make a ticket. Remind me who paid for it. And let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I'm thinking a profile picture or something along those lines. Maybe like a chibi or something. Meow. Meow. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate the heads up, Banui. I missed that message, so I appreciate you directing me to it. Also, Jace, thank you for the 15 Forbes twin. Ma'am, yes ma'am. So wholesome. So wholesome. You missed Banui, Jace, and Pepper, you awesome donors. Donors. Very true. Greatest community ever? When my first paycheck comes in next month, I will firstly send my SSD to data recovery, and then second commission you. Or if you refuse my money, I'll just donate anonymously. Gwen, you're so sweet! You're so sweet. I will- No. I can make you something. Kiwi, can I also draw you instead of making a commission? You remember how great my drawing is. That's true, Abodi. You're really good at drawing. You're really good. Like 80 coffees goes to $240 and a few subs, but maybe not. So 80 coffees, so that's 80 times 3, 240. 240 minus like a couple bucks, because they take 5%. Does that make sense? Buy Me a Coffee takes a fee of 5% on everything. It's so much better than Twitch. It's better. I had this misconception where I thought all autistic people were some kind of hidden genius or had an intellectual trait, but I stand corrected as your sole existence proved otherwise. All love. Okay. Do you like my drawings too, Kiwi? I don't remember your drawings, twin. I will also draw you, but I'm bad at art. Bad is a relative term. I think all art is worth appreciating. Only 5%? That's way better than Twitch. That's what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. Twitch takes 50%! Urgh.
Wait, this just registered. When I'm hanging out with my boyfriend in a beautiful landscape, I will be thinking of internet strangers who forced me to draw.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe that didn't come out right. I'm not just gonna be like reflecting on your existence the whole time. I'm gonna be enjoying the experience, but then also grateful, you know? Oh my gosh. I did a drawing right before stream. Oh, that's awesome, twin. Oh, you told me that. I remember. I will be appreciative of you guys whilst enjoying the environment with Dev. This community is just so lovely, right? What do you want 4 and 4 each to be? I don't know. 4? That's a tricky one. Okay, holy 2 hour and 20 minute stream. I'm gonna log off now. Okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for your generosity today. You guys are amazing. Oh yeah, we got a raid. Also, to the people who gifted a commission to others, you guys are so sweet. Genuinely, you make me smile. And to the people who got gifted, make sure to make a ticket, remind me who paid for your commission, and let's get talking. And please have patience. Keep in mind that I have a ton on my plate right now, but I'm still gonna work with you and I'm determined. It's just gonna take a while. But I'm trying my hardest. Okay. Okay, let's see.
Bad night, Kiwi. I'm lying. Good night, Steer. I'm very parasocial and you're not helping.
Okay! Jace, thank you for the 15 gay Forbes twin. Hey, good night to you as well. Banui is online, but we've raided them the last 2 times, so I'm thinking maybe is there anyone else that's online? Like, do you see where my head's at? Germa's online. No, I'm kidding. We could raid Panui, but again, we raided them the last 2 times. I kind of want to find someone that we haven't raided before. Thank you for the follow, Puzzle Man. I appreciate it, twin. Can we raid Kiwi draws? Okay. Look at my message. Can we please give my boyfriend Misty and my wifey Jace VIP before we end stream? I don't give out VIP. The only reason I gave it to you is because you're so incredibly generous. I feel like I literally can't say no. But I don't give out VIP. It also doesn't do much, really. I thought it got rid of ads. It doesn't.
Raid Rose Waltz, she's pretty and also cool.
Rose Waltz. Is it a small streamer? Not really small. Is there a smaller? Gulp? Is there a smaller? Man, remember Kobe the Lucky Fox? That dude's so wholesome. I want to find like a Minecraft puppy girl, like small streamer type beat. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I'm looking at the Minecraft category right now. I just really like Minecraft. Hello, new here. You should check out Glisten. She's got a small account going here on Twitch. Are you joking? Is it like a really big streamer?
Is she a small streamer? Girl, you make the same numbers.
Does that mean small or big? Does that mean small or big? You know what's crazy? What was the number? Twitch is so top heavy. It's like, if you get, 30 viewers consistently, then you're in the top 1%. Which means I am. Whoa! Gulp. Retro, let me know. You always have the best suggestions.
She has 51 viewers right now.
51, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm shy. Do we have anyone that's like small and wholesome? I get shy when they have a lot of viewers. Oh, there's a bunny girl. I like bunny girls. Down with the millionaires. We're cutting off your head. Girl, you have 40. But like, that's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, but you're saying she has 11 more than me and I'm scared of her? But I'm shy. May contain- Why am I seeing may contain sexual themes on some of these Minecraft streams? What are the sexual themes? Okay. Give me head, I mean brains. Alright? I'm kind of getting gray loot looking at the Minecraft. Yo, Retro. I suggested one had a... Oh, Pluffy Wuff. Got you. Thanks, twin. Pluffy Wuff. For people to raid, I usually look for like 20 viewers or less, has a mic, and looks nice. Fluffy Wuff. Femboy Road? Holy based? Wait, okay, we're gonna raid Fluffy Wuff. We're gonna wade. We're gonna wade. We're gonna wade Puffy Wuff. We're gonna wade Puffy Wuff. Okay. Wait, check the other one? What other one? Oh! I don't know how many viewers. What other one? I see Fluffy Wuff. There's no other one. I did 2? Oh, Satoshi the cat got it. Satoshi the cat. Ow! 28 viewers. My paws are really soft. I don't know. They're just more viewers. But they're both femboys, which is based. Alright, Kiwiverse army, prepare to be deployed. Prepare. I'm loaded into the cannon, ready to fire. Nah, that's Aura. Retro, so we're going with the first one, alright? Is that okay? Do you have any, like, extreme reason why you'd rather I go with the other one? I think I'm just gonna raid, Catboy Femboy versus Catboy Femboy. I also really like the VTuber model of this one. It's cute. Okay. Fluffy Wuff. Get ready, Kiwiverse army. Wuff. Get ready. The raid is my created. Make sure to say hello and send Pupwee if you want. Okay. Thank you. Whoa, that scared me. I thought the timer was already up. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you guys so much for your generosity. You guys are so amazing and you make me happy. Lovely and entertaining stream today. Good stream. I agree. Fire stream. I trust I trust Retro's expert opinion on femboys. Thank you, Kiwi. You're awesome. You're awesome, Ali. Thank you, Anamilkers. Get ready, Buggy. That's right. Good stream. Thank you, Aaron. Bye, Casanetero. Bye, Vane. Bye, Ali. Bye, Jace. Goodbye, twins. Thank you for joining me. You guys are the best. Wow, Kiwi said I'm awesome. And Ali and Buggy, make sure to reach out to me. Remind me who paid for your thingy. Bye, Banui. You are amazing, twin. You are amazing. I'm excited to work on that commission of the stupid dog, except it's a Banui. Goodbye, Mist. Thank you so much, twin. We finna chat after stream, alright? Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Bye-bye. Where do you reach out? Make a ticket. Make a ticket. Support ticket, alright? Buggy and Ali, make a support ticket. Okay. Bye, guys.